Hey, Adam.
Hi. I can't believe, well, I can kind of believe that Donald Trump and Melania tested positive for COVID. What was your reaction when you heard the news?
I was really sad. I mean, because of course I'm fearful of him becoming sick. It does affect people differently, but I do have confidence that Trump is he's a workhorse. He's very, very strong.
Yeah, he seems pretty strong and sturdy to me, so I feel like he'll be okay.
I was thinking how, in a sense, from the first debate, he seemed a little tired to me. So I was thinking, well, you know what? Maybe he's going to be able to rest for the next 2 weeks, and he's going to be super recharged. And that way, when he goes and debates Biden in the middle of October, which is more than 2 weeks from now,
yep,
he'll be rested.
15th, I think, is the debate.
He'll be rested up, and he'll be able to give him hell during the second debate. So because we know he's been. I saw him last night fly over the White House and land on the yard. He's always...
Oh, because you're right. You're in D.C. right now.
Yeah, I'm in D.C. right now.
Wow.
So I actually saw him land in the yard. He was coming in around 1 a.m. So I was following my Trump tracker, and we saw a lot of Secret Service because we were around the White House. So we talked to them, and they didn't give us any details and everything, and we just saw on our Trump tracker. So we're like, if we wanted to get a glimpse of the president, where is a good place to kind of stand for that? And they're like, oh, we don't know what you're talking about. But a good place to stand is over in Constitutional and K, which was right in front of the White House. So we know that he's a workhorse. He was getting in last night at 1 a.m. and then he was out again earlier today. And so he's constantly going from rallies to doing work as the president to working to running. So he's just an absolute workhorse. This man he doesn't sleep. So in which case I do have all faith.
And then also the other thing is, from my understanding, he doesn't have that many underlying health conditions, at least that we know of.
Right.
He has a clean bill of health. So that's one of the good things here. First, I think he's 74, is that right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Fact check that. Donald Trump age.
I think he's 74 or 72.
Donald Trump is 74.
Oh, 74, okay.
So he's 74,
okay.
So he's definitely in the vulnerable age group.
Category for being elderly, but he's
exactly
healthy.
But I feel like that's offset by the fact that he doesn't have comorbidities, as they call them. So
yeah, exactly.
And so Melania too. I mean, she's in fantastic shape. That woman does not have an ounce of body fat on her body.
Exactly.
And as you know, obesity is the #1 indicator in terms of COVID complications. Now,
absolutely,
there's a huge debate over whether Trump is obese, and the answer is, on a technicality, Donald Trump is not obese. He is overweight for sure. He is not in shape for sure, but he is not technically obese or even morbidly obese by the actual definition.
Yeah. I mean, he looks like a grandpa to me.
Yeah, exactly. He looks like a grandpa.
Yeah, he looks like a grandpa. I think for a 74-year-old, I think he looks great for his age too. So, and his schedule, I know people who are way younger than him that could not handle his work schedule.
I don't think I could handle the work schedule. I mean, he is campaigning, it seems like every single day in a row.
Yeah.
Across different cities. So he keeps getting on Air Force One, off and on. It's crazy.
Right. And
so you had a good idea earlier. You wanted to read some of the responses on Twitter.
Yeah, I do. I do. Because my instinctual was people who don't like him would become very evil, and to me that would be it's I don't even wish that kind of stuff on my worst enemy. Not that I have many enemies, well maybe I do, but I don't wish that kind of stuff on my worst enemy. So that's also something that would make me sad, is to think that people would have evil thoughts towards him being ill, that they wanted it to happen, or that they'd be she serves him right. That kind of ill attitude, that's not necessary, that's not called for. I would never want Biden to get sick. I would never be happy. I would have the same reaction if Biden were to get sick. I don't want anything to happen to either of these men.
Of course. I want these men to be elected the right way.
Yeah.
I want them to make it, through their whole presidency, through the entire presidency.
Yeah, because
I'm seeing one meme right now. I guess one tweet. Are they called tweets? Is that right?
Yeah.
And what we'll do is I'll interlay these tweets on top of the video so that our audience can see it.
Okay.
This one is from an account, Wisteria. And it's a picture of Donald Trump from The Simpsons in a casket. And their comment is, Simpsons, don't fail me now, with the fingers crossed. So that's pretty terrible in my opinion. Like they're literally saying they wish that he ends up in a casket, which I cannot understand how you would want your president.
Yeah.
Like how could you wish for that for your own president?
Any man, any man that wishing death. Yeah, wishing death upon another human being. It's just like because you don't like his philosophy, don't like anything. But regardless, you never wish death upon another person. I said,
if Biden becomes the president, I'm never going to wish death upon him. I want him to serve his full presidency for 4 years or 8 years, whatever he gets voted into, if he does.
With even as enthusiastic as of a Trump supporter I am, if Biden were to become the president, I would still support him because he's our president.
Exactly. I saw another comment earlier, which I can't find now. Somebody wrote, "It is what it is."
I think that's okay. Honestly, that's pretty
funny
witty.
Because it's using Trump's words against him.
Actually, I think that's funny. I think that's witty. I think in a sense that's similar to my sense of humor. That I can like. I'm a very sarcastic individual, though. I mean, I do mean what I say, but I twist it to make it sarcastic and to make it funny and to make a situation lighter. I think. I like laughing, and I have a lot of dark humor. So like,
we all have
if you're gonna insult a person, at least insult them in a clever way. And that's actually one comment I feel like that's good. That's good.
Another comment I saw that I liked was somebody wrote, and again I can't find it now, but I saw it earlier. They wrote thoughts, prayers, bleach, and hydroxychloroquine. So again.
Yeah,
some of these are witty. Like if you're witty and funny, then it's like, all right, I can respect it. But if you're just saying like, here it is, I found it. R.L. Miller, she said thoughts, prayers, bleach, and hydroxychloroquine. Yeah,
I think that's witty. So I think that's witty.
Here's another one. Island Girl says, don't forget the UV lights.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh,
that's a good one.
Yeah, so are you finding any good ones on Twitter?
Honestly, like you're the one that called me to break the news, so I haven't even gone on social media yet to see what people are saying. So the first time I'm hearing any of these are right now through you, and I mean the thoughts of what people would be saying, just because you see a lot of kind of visceral hatred out there. Right. So my thoughts went to like, oh, I really hope that people don't go so dark as to wish illness and death and that kind of stuff. So I'm happy to hear that these are some of the social media comments that people are making, because that's the same type of the humor that I have, and it's not along the lines of like celebrating that he got it. It's quoting his own words. So
exactly that to me is fair play. Someone else wrote, this is Megan's G-string wrote. Megan's G-string. What kind of username is that? Are you going to take that drug that you were peddling for months? Now, I believe that Trump has already been taking hydroxychloroquine.
Right.
So he's already been taking that, I believe. Mm-hmm. And if that's the case, then based on some of the research I've seen, again, very complicated. As soon as Trump stood behind hydroxychloroquine, it seemed like there was an agenda to discredit hydroxychloroquine. As soon as Trump said it's good, the mainstream media said, no, it's bad. So I don't know what's going on with that drug. But I believe that if he's already on it, maybe it'll reduce his COVID complications.
Well, even before it became so politicized here in America, I was traveling in Asia up till like literally the day before the pandemic was announced is when I arrived back in the United States. And I do have a cousin who is a nurse, a first responder, who became ill from COVID. And the treatment in the Philippines was hydroxychloroquine, and it was fine. It worked for her, and she didn't have a serious case, and it was fine.
That's good. That is good to hear. So hopefully it works. Oh, here it is. Torrin Boston wrote, "It is what it is." Which I got a bit. That's a good one. I'm gonna throw that in there.
Yeah.
I'm also seeing a lot of nice comments. Prayers, quick recovery, Mr. President.
Yeah.
This person, Melissa Tate, she wrote, already seeing a lot of vile comments from the left wing, wishing death on the president and his wife. No. You have all lost your humility and have become the very thing you pretend to be against.
Yeah.
Hate in its purest form.
Yeah.
So this is again, if you're wishing death to the president, that's evil to me. Kind-hearted, you can't consider yourself to be, showing humanity.
It's quite hypocritical. It is hypocritical because, in a sense, like I feel that not the entire left, but some certain people that I have observed on social media on the left side to express issues or express their opinions in a form that puts the left side as the morality, the party of humanity and morality, and so in which case, like those type of comments, it completely is hypocritical to what they're supposing themselves to be, like.
Right.
So, like, if you're American, you should be saying thoughts and prayers for his well-being.
Right. Especially, this is the opportunity to show your humanity, to show, despite how much we disagree with Trump, despite how much we want him to be out of office, I'm still going to send him prayers and well wishes because it's your president. This is the leader of your country.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a good chance. There is a good chance
he's going to be a president
for leader for another 4 more years of our country.
Yeah. Exactly.
And so why would you cheer against that man? It doesn't make much sense to me.
Him or any human. This is an issue of humanity, straight up.
Right, exactly. I'm seeing a lot of weird posts. I don't know, like a lot of Satanist imagery. We're not even going to talk about those because that's just some creepy stuff. And I'm seeing a lot of, and it's like they're using weird font. I don't know if you can see this. Let me try to show you on the screen.
Okay.
Like they're using weird font.
All right.
See that font? See oh yeah, you actually you can't see it there. You see it?
Oh yeah. That's like
weird.
That's a Wiccan sign.
Oh, I don't know what that is, but it's just very bizarre and,
and
terrifying looking.
What you just
somebody even wrote as a comment.
There's a Wiccan sign.
Somebody wrote as a comment, "What are these? I'm terrified."
Yeah.
They're making me scared. I'm not gonna lie, they're making me a little scared too.
Yeah, that's I don't want to come out and say that Wiccan is like satanic or anything, but some people will say that Wiccan is a form of satanic worship and witchcraft and devilry. Some people will say that.
Maybe that's why they're putting all these weird satanic imagery. It's literally, if you go on Twitter, it's making a majority of the comments are these weird satanic images. So that's just very bizarre to me.
They're probably, in a sense, like praying for death is the weird part of it. Using those satanic symbols. I don't know.
Yeah, but anyway, that's the reaction from Twitter. We're seeing a lot of both sides. Some crazy comments, and then some wishes for speedy recovery and some nice positive thoughts. So, of course, when you get on the internet, you go down the rabbit hole, and you're going to get all sorts of people. And that's the problem with the internet is when you have anonymous postings, when you're allowed to post anonymously.
Yeah, that's true.
I
think I do feel like with the internet and anonymous posting, to your point, is that people will say things that they wouldn't regularly say in real life.
Yeah.
Because they feel like they can get away with it.
Absolutely. Well, anyway, this news is crazy. He was supposed to have a rally tomorrow in Sanford, Florida, which I was planning on going to.
Yeah. Sanford is like right by my home, and if if I was back in Florida and things were normal, I would be so excited to be attending another rally. We went to the Jacksonville one. It was fantastic.
We'll put a link to that.
Terrific.
Bigly terrific.
It's bigly terrific.
I'm going to guess that
I'm glad he's getting rest. I am glad he's getting rest. I felt like
he needs a rest.
He needs to rest.
He needs to rest. But I do think that he is probably canceling tomorrow's rally. So, that's okay. I think that health obviously is the most important thing here.
Oh, so was actually interesting was when I first heard the news that Hope Hicks had tested positive for COVID. I didn't know who Hope Hicks was. So when I saw the headline, I just read like presidential aide Hope Hicks gets COVID. And so I literally thought that presidential aide was hoping that Hicks from the rally got sick. So I was like, what? That's so like bizarre. Like, what? Like, who hopes that Hicks gets that Hicks
funny.
Gets
presidential aide Hope Hicks gets the virus.
I literally read it that way because I didn't know that Hope Hicks is the name of an aide. So
I never heard of her until today either. So
that was my interpretation. I was like, who hopes that Hicks get COVID from a rally? I'm like, what?
That's crazy. All right. Well, anyway, this is a good, I think, reaction to the news that we all just heard. And
Mr. President,
we're wishing him well, and Melania FLOTUS, we're wishing her well too on a speedy recovery.
Yes. Wish you guys the best. We are praying for you, genuinely. Me, my father, and even my anti-Trumpster brother and my mother, they would wish him also a speedy recovery. I know that.
Awesome. It's good to hear. Good. All right, I'm going to get to bed soon. It's late.
Yeah.
And I got a big day of work tomorrow. No, I don't. I just want to go to sleep, though, because I am also a little tired, like the president. I need my rest, you know?
Yeah. I mean, we've been busy doing our Trump activities and promoting and spreading the good word.
That's right. All right, I will talk to you later.
Thanks, Adam. Bye.
Bye.